Hello and welcome to this week's Sunday show, and my name is Gail Moffat and I have God here who wishes to talk. And before we go to God, I just want to say don't forget to subscribe or follow, depending on where you're seeing me, and so that you can always be updated as to what he's saying. Some of his words, or each time he speaks, I find his words fascinating. They're either enlightening or and very progressive. He talks very much about the future of man. And so back to God. Let's hear what he has to say. He's saying to me that, and he's raising up this golden goblet, and he says, this is a goblet where it is the goblet of life, and it is the essence of all life in this goblet. And he says that he wants people to understand that whenever he raises the goblet, it is in recognition of all what he has achieved, but also all what man has achieved in their lives. And he says that in his world, he has many tools and many things that he uses to help with man, and help with the evolvement of man, and also to help with the man learning in every way possible. And he says that this goblet is so important and so precious that he says that with every sip that is taken from this goblet, man will evolve more, or will have a deeper understanding. And he says this is something that is given to just a select few that have had the honour of drinking from this goblet. And he wants to, he lets me know that Mother Mary and Jesus and people of that ilk have all benefited from this goblet, because it not only gives them knowledge, but it also gives them an understanding that they have to give them of themselves at all times to man. He says that he wanted to share this idea of the goblet because he feels it will be fascinating to some people who are listening. And he's also saying to me that and he holds like this it's like a stick, and I don't know what to call it, but he's showing it to me. He's holding this stick, and he says that this also has a unique energy and a unique power, and he says that he will always use that when he is involved in bringing about healing, not only in his world but in our world. And it's almost as though the energy from the stick can point directly to the person, and he will bring about healing. He says that he knows that these items that he speaks of are unusual and things that haven't been spoken about or heard of, but he wants to assure man that this is something that he uses at regular times, because he feels that he needs all the abilities that he can have. He wants to thank everyone for listening to his words and understanding that he has this goblet and this scepter. I want to call it a scepter, because he says that in time, when you come over to his world, he is looking to help people understand his world more, and he will be showing people things like the goblet and things like the scepter, and he will be showing people his kingdom, and how it works, and some of the tools that he uses, because he feels that he is moving now forward into a world where he is transparent, where he always shows to people at all times aspects of his world. He wants to, again, thank you, and he wants to join in prayer. He says, it's my greatest wish that at all times I bring about transparency to your world, that I show you everything that exists in my world, so that you have a deeper understanding of what heaven is about, what my kingdom of light is all about. I wish to also, when people return to my world, I will at all times be willing to show people all that exists in my world, so that they deepen their understanding of the infrastructure of heaven and the infrastructure that exists between the two worlds. And he's thanking everyone for listening to his words. Amen. And so, back to Gail, I just want to say that this is as unusual to me as it probably sounds to you, but the reason why it's unusual is because I've never heard of a goblet or a spectre, and but it reminds me of Adam and Eve with the tree of knowledge, where Eve ate the apple. It reminds me a little bit of that, and it show, you know, it almost like if we read the Bible, we have seen things, we know of things that exist, we just haven't been shown it all. But in this day of transparency, in this day of sharing his knowledge, I think is fascinating. So thank you very much for watching, and see you on Thursday. Goodbye.